Hello my dear students, I hope you all have been doing well. Today we are going to study about the amino acid biosynthesis. This is my lecture number 11. So in this lecture we would be studying that how the amino acid synthesize within our body. So as we know that there are two types of amino acid on the basis of the requirement of our body. If we are taking the amino acid from outside of the body, so these are the essential amino acid that cannot be synthesized in our body. However, all those amino acid that can synthesize within our body, so these amino acid are non-essential amino acid, and we should not have to take them from outside of the body or within through our food. So from all the in nature 20 amino acid have been identified till now, and from these 20 amino acid, human body can only able to synthesize 11 standard amino acid that are non-essential amino acid. So these amino acid synthesized via different precursor that are already present in our body. So for example, um, um, these amino acids can be synthesized from the intermediate of citric acid cycle or other or the intermediate of other pathways. So I already have been discussed with you that what are a cycle or a pathway intermediate, or what are the intermediate of a metabolic pathway. So the intermediate are those molecule, organic molecule that synthesize during a pathway or during a biochemical reaction. So these amino acids synthesize especially from the during from the intermediate of citric acid cycle or other pathways. So what are these pathways uh, that can synthesize the amino acid from their intermediate? We will be seeing from in next slides. However, we just have to keep in our mind that amino acid can be synthesized from the intermediate of the citric acid cycle and other pathways, and that the other the intermediate of other pathway may be alpha ketoglutarate, and the amino acid that can be synthesized from this precursor alpha ketoglutarate would be glutamate. First, the glutamate would synthesize from this alpha ketoglutarate, and then this glutamate would be further metabolized to synthesize glutamine, proline, and arginine. All these are amino acids, and from tryptophan, tyrosine, and phenylalanine, these are aromatic amino acid that synthesize from an intermediate, that is erythrose 4-phosphate and phosphoenol pyruvate. So we would be seeing in our next slide where these intermediate, in which pathway these intermediate could be found, but we have to just keep it in our mind that the aromatic amino acid that are phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan, these amino acid could be synthesized from erythrose, phosphate, and phosphoenol pyruvate. So these erythrose 4-phosphate and phosphoenol pyruvate, these are the precursor to synthesize aromatic amino acid that are phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan. And lysine, arginine, methionine, threonine, and isoleucine, these all amino acid could be synthesized from oxaloacetate or aspartate. So and then histidine synthesized from its precursor, that is ribose 5-phosphate, that is the intermediate of a pathway, and we will discuss in the next slide. We have already discussed about this ribose 5-phosphate. in my previous slide. So we just have to keep in mind that histidine would be synthesized from ribose 5 phosphate, and the glycine, serine, and cysteine. These three amino acids would be synthesized from 3-phosphoglycerate, and this 3-phosphoglycerate is also an intermediate of a metabolic reaction. And the finally the leucine, valine, and alanine, these three amino acids would be synthesized in our body from an intermediate of a metabolic reaction, that is pyruvate. So in this slide we just have to keep in our mind that which amino acid is synthesizing from which intermediate. So in the next slide we would be studying that in which pathways these intermediate are taking part, so and how they are synthesizing the amino acid. So this is the all the metabolic reaction or all the metabolic pathway and all the metabolic cycles from their intermediate. They can synthesize the intermediate of these pathways. Metabolic reaction and metabolic pathways can be synthesized amino acid. So this is a very interesting means a diagram. From there we can means collectively seeing that how all these 11 amino acid could be synthesized from the uh, uh, from the all metabolic reactions of protein, glucose, and then glucose metabolism. So here first of all we are seeing their different reactions. So first of all I would clear you uh, uh, what are these metabolic pathway. Actually we have already discussed about all the pathways that are showing by this diagram. For example, we have studied about the pentose phosphate pathway in our previous lecture, and you know very well that this pentose phosphate pathway is a pathway that synthesizes this ribose 5 phosphate, that is a precursor of DNA and RNA synthesis. And then we are seeing here in this diagram the pathway of glycolysis, and you know very well that glycolysis pathway is a pathway that split or break down glucose for the production of energy. And we are seeing here this citric acid cycle. We also have been studied about this citric acid cycle in my previous lecture, and you know very well about this citric acid cycle. This citric acid cycle is a cycle. In that what happened that the end product of glycolysis enter in this cycle, and then uh, and then uh, oxidize acetyl CoA and produce. So we have studied about previously about the citric acid cycle. Actually, the acid cycle is the metabolic pathway, in that the common metabolic product of all these pathway, for example, all the pathway of glucose metabolism and protein metabolism, and then lipid metabolism, that is the acetyl CoA, enter in the citric acid cycle and oxidize to produce energy. So this is the citric acid cycle, and we have already have studied all these cycles or all these pathways that are indicating in this diagram in my previous lecture. So you have to keep in your mind that how these cycles interlink with each other, and how their intermediate could be able to synthesize different amino acid in our body. So we are seeing here that this is the um, um, pentose phosphate or hexose phosphate pathway, pentose phosphate or hexose phosphate pathway, and this is in the blue highlights. It here it is the glycolysis pathway, and then in the yellow is the pentose phosphate pathway, and the green one is the citric acid cycle. So what happened? I start from me say from first step. What happened? Assuming for the breakdown of glucose. When glucose enters in our body, so it is oxidized, or it is break down into one glucose molecule break down into two molecules of pyruvate. Here it is showing that one molecule of glucose is giving you only one molecule of pyruvate, but this is not the actual means reality. Actually one molecule of glucose oxidize and give you two molecule of pyruvate. So starting from here, assuming this is the glycolysis cycle, so we are seeing that glycolysis start from the glucose and it convert into glucose 6 phosphate in the first step, and then what happened, the reaction will going on, and then it will we will be having uh, an intermediate of the glycolysis, that is 3-phosphoglycerate 3PG, and this 3-phosphoglycerate can be converted into erythrose 4-phosphate after going in the pentose phosphate pathway, or this 3-phosphoglycerate can be converted into phosphoenol pyruvate, and then it can be further convert into pyruvate. So these are the intermediate of glycolysis pathway, and we are seeing that this 3-phosphoglycerate is the precursor intermediate that is synthesized amino acid serine. And then what happened, this 3-phosphoglycerate, it can be further oxidized into phosphoenol pyruvate, or it can be further converted into phosphoenol pyruvate, or can be further metabolized to the pyruvate. So what happened, this pyruvate can be enter means in the citric acid cycle after decarboxylation uh, and conversion into acetyl CoA. But what happened, this pyruvate can be further, this pyruvate is an intermediate to synthesize amino acid alanine, valine, isoleucine and leucine. So this alanine, valine, isoleucine and leucine amino acid can be synthesized due, after the breakdown of glucose into pyruvate. So or the metabolic product of this glycolysis pathway. So these are the amino acid that can be synthesized from the glycolysis pathway, or in this intermediate that of glycolysis pathway, that is 3-phosphoglycerate, can be can enter in the pentose phosphate pathway and by conversion into erythrose 4-phosphate. This erythrose 4-phosphate is a precursor intermediate to synthesize aromatic amino acid, that is phenylalanine, tyrosine and tryptophan. So and then this pentose phosphate pathway intermediate, that is ribose 5-phosphate, can be synthesized histidine amino acid, and then this histidine amino acid can act as a precursor that can further metabolize into serine amino acid. So what we are seeing, that pentose phosphate pathway that is showing here in the yellow highlights, this precursor, this intermediate of pentose phosphate pathway can synthesize histidine, serine and aromatic amino acid, that is phenylalanine, tyrosine and tryptophan. and glycolysis pathway intermediate, that is 3-phosphoglycerate, phosphoenol pyruvate and pyruvate, can synthesize serine amino acid, alanine, valine, isoleucine, leucine, and these aromatic amino acid, that is phenylalanine, tyrosine and tryptophan. Now moving from towards the next cycle, that is citric acid cycle. So what happened that the pyruvate uh, is means intermediate that can further decarboxylase and form acetyl CoA, and this acetyl CoA can enter in the citric acid cycle, where in the citric acid cycle acetyl CoA convert into alpha ketoglutarate, and this alpha ketoglutarate could be act as an intermediate to synthesize glutamate amino acid, and this glutamate amino acid can be further form glutamine amino acid, proline amino acid and arginine amino acid. So this for the arginine, proline and glutamine amino acid, glutamate can act as a precursor intermediate or precursor amino acid, and then this alpha ketoglutarate after series of reaction can then further means convert into oxaloacetate. This is also an intermediate of citric acid cycle, and this intermediate can be act as a precursor intermediate to synthesize amino acid aspartate, asparagine, methionine, threonine and lysine. So we can see that these are the intermediate of different metabolic pathway of glucose metabolism that can be further means convert into amino acid that we cannot means that we are not having any means need to take it in our food. So this you have to keep in your mind, that what pathways intermediate could be able to synthesize the amino acid in our body. And going towards now we will be seeing for more detail that how these amino acid can be synthesized from different pathways. So we are talking about here um, we are starting here from the alpha ketoglutarate, who where is the alpha ketoglutarate. This is the alpha ketoglutarate, that is the intermediate of the citric acid cycle. So this alpha ketoglutarate synthesized first um, um, amino acid glutamate by the transamination reaction, and then enzyme that involve in its this transamination reaction would be aminotransferase enzyme. So this further glutamate would further synthesize glutamine, proline and arginine, and then erythrose 4-phosphate and phosphoenol pyruvate would synthesize phenylalanine, tyrosine and tryptophan. So we will be seeing here in this diagram where this erythrose 4-phosphate and phosphoenol pyruvate. So erythrose 4-phosphate and phosphoenol pyruvate, this is the phosphoenol pyruvate and erythrose phosphate. This phosphoenol pyruvate is the intermediate of glycolysis pathway, and erythrose 4-phosphate is an intermediate of monophosphate shunt or pentose phosphate pathway. So these two intermediate of glucose metabolism can form phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan amino acid. These are the aromatic amino acid, and in the first step of their synthesis, what happened that they condense into 3-deoxy-D-arabino heptosolonic acid and 7-phosphate from PEP and 4P. So the enzyme that are involved for the condensation of these molecule are isoenzyme that are ERO F and ERO G and ERO H. So you have to just keep in mind that for the synthesis of the phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan, amino acid from from their precursor intermediate that are erythrose 4-phosphate and phosphoenol pyruvate, the enzyme that would be needed are ERO-F, ERO-G and ERO-H. And the amino acid that are lysine, asparagine, methionine and threonine, isoleucine and isoleucine could be synthesized from oxaloacetate or aspartate. Aspartate can be converted into lysine, asparagine, methionine and threonine. Threonine also give rise to the isoleucine and the associated enzyme that are important for their synthesis can be do feedback inhibition. What is the feedback inhibition? Feedback inhibition is that when the concentration of the final product would be so high, so the synthesized product can inhibit the first reaction of the synthesis of the final product. So are you understanding? If what would be the feedback? I can show you this example. For example, the glucose is synthesizing here and the final intermediate of the glucose metabolism is the pyruvate. So feedback inhibition mechanism is that if the pyruvate concentration would get so high, so this high concentration can stop the enzyme of first reaction, so the the further pathway would not takes place. So going forward, we are seeing here in this slide that what amino acid can be synthesized from ribose 5-phosphate. So histidine can be synthesized from ribose 5-phosphate, and the enzyme phosphoribosyl transferase is an enzyme that can be used for the synthesis of histidine from ribose 5-phosphate. And glycine and serine would be synthesized from 3-phosphoglycerate. And the first amino acid, first what happened, that 3-phosphoglycerate would synthesize serine, and then serine is further further synthesize glycine and cysteine. So this was the whole about the how amino acid synthesized from different intermediate of metabolic pathways. And for the glycine synthesis, hydroxymethyl aminotransferase is an enzyme that is used for the glycine amino acid synthesis. And from the pyruvate, that is the intermediate of glycolysis pathway, amino acid alanine, valine and leucine can be synthesized. And so this amino acid can also be synthesized from TCA cycle and fermentation process. So all these this was whole about the amino acid, how they can synthesize from different metabolic pathway of glucose metabolism. So dear student, I hope you have understand this lecture, and for further in my next lecture we would be studying. So going towards the next, so we would be studying in my coming lecture that how amino acid can be catabolized in our body. So this was the anabolism of amino acid, how amino acid could be synthesized in our body. So for more information you can go in this link, and you can also consult with these books. So thank you very much, and Allah Hafiz.